Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the area that you fight the Dukes de Freya, the giant spider boss. The spiders will follow you in here, but I already took care of that problem. And it turns out that this dragon is not just an awesome ornamental feature. You can also actually use that Ashen Mist Heart, or whatever it's called, to enter this dragon's dream. We entered the dreams of dead things now, that's our hobby. Wasn't what we signed up for, but, you know, it's a tough job and someone has to do it. Doesn't look like there's too much around here. I guess maybe around here there could be something hidden. Okay, no, that just goes to the same path. Oh, this dragon's dead in its dream too? This dragon just can't catch a break, man. There don't seem to be any enemies around here. So that's nice. Not entirely sure what we're supposed to do. Hit the dragon while it's down? Oh, okay. Well, we get an ancient dragon soul. But you have to only examine the very tippy tip of its nose. Anywhere else and it doesn't work. There's just going to be some load screens. I'll take you guys to the Cardinal Tower and show you where the last dream is. I'll see you there. And here we are, coming to you from the Cardinal Tower in the gorgeous forest of the fallen giants. The final gate with the King's Ring. And you guys might even remember this, because I think I ran into it much earlier on in the game. Is actually just up here. Remember this? Remember this? It says, produce the symbol of the king if you walk up to it. Let's go ahead and swap out the flame quartz ring. Get the King's Ring. Oh. And we found a bonfire. The place unbeknownst. That's a Dark Souls word if ever there was one. And we see that we've got a giant corpse to go into. That's just the gate resetting back there. It's not breakable. Someone pointed out in the comments, I'm sorry, I didn't jot down the name. There are many of you. I love you all very much, but I cannot remember all of your names. That actually I think a couple people said this. Aged Feather is a non-consumable homeward bone. So like whenever you use it, you can use it as much as you want. So I see an item down there that I want, right? But I'm trapped down here now. I can't climb back up there. Not a problem, right? We can just come down here, get ourselves 2 Twinkling Titanite. There's even more items down there that we could drop down and get. Where is this down here? This, I think, is... like, from the Cardinal Tower, I think that we've come close to this before, but we haven't been able to drop down without taking, like, probably fatal fall damage. Or maybe we just missed the fact that there's a ladder there. Regardless, let's go ahead and just introduce these guys to the chopper real quick. One more. I just want to thin them out so that I can go look at these statues. This is odd to me. I feel like this is much earlier on in the game. Like, I mean, those guys were no match, obviously, and we're getting, like, a torch and a soul of the lost and dead. That actually hit me twice and did 0 damage. Cool, a life gem. Mostly I wanted to check and see if any of these could be thawed out as well. They can't. Trapping inside, therefore behind. Well, I'm going for it anyhow. Fire damage ain't got nothing on me. Oh, now I see. Now I see what the message was getting at. There's a trap behind me. Let's go ahead and open this. Find ourselves a nice little fire longsword. You can actually get this way earlier on in the game, and it's quite a useful item from what I've heard. A lot of people have. Oh, I can't actually get to him. I don't think without jumping. Anyhow, maybe I can just jump over that little gap there. Let him freak out and breathe fire one more time, and then run in. Oh, nope. Ow! Knock it off, jerk! I'll throw in your flames and whatnot. Alright, well. I believe that's probably about it down here. Fire longsword. So, like, you can actually just take a ladder to get down here from one of these pieces of scaffolding. I'm just gonna use my aged feather in order to go back to the bonfire, and we'll be right next to the giant's tree. Yeah, that fire longsword, like, a lot of people are like, yeah, just use that for the first, like, 20 bosses. It's not a big deal, it's fine. Pretty good for the early and mid-game. Boss ahead. Scroll whatever. Let's do it. Let's just jump on in. This is the only of the Giant's memories that is, strictly speaking, required in order to beat the game. But, as I mentioned earlier, the more boss souls you have in your inventory, the less durable Vendrick is going to be. So, if we get to that end boss, and we're getting just stomped and not doing enough damage, it will be quite simple for us to go get more boss souls using bonfire aesthetics. Alright, so that's going to be where we get the giant soul coming out of here. Oh, mother of God, that hurt. Wow. Okay. Alright. Let's try and observe for a while the patterns on that. And also, let's swap the King's Ring out in favor of that Flame Quartz Ring. Alright, so that, it just landed, like, very close to us, and then very far away from us. So these just, like, progress? No. Goes close. Is it just close and then far? Is there a mid-range one at all? Okay, so it seems to just alternate between those two. It looks like there's a gap in the middle. It looks like we might be able to fight this guy in between the two. We gotta remember that our block does nothing against him. Oh, come on now. Your swing's so big. How am I supposed to front on that? Oh, jeez, the fire's getting close. I was just a little late on that first roll. A little late on that roll as well. That one was properly timed, as you can tell by the fact I am not dead. Alright, so we've been warned by that message that there is a boss here. That might be for the best that we died there. Because we were down quite a lot of Estus would be the reason why that might be for the best. And it's like right there. We just stopped the bonfire. There's a short load screen, but it's not a bad run to get to him by any means. There's not really any enemies to fight. All we have to do is stay out of the bombardment, which burnt one Estus flask for us before. Also, we're quite hollowed, so probably we'd like to swap this to be the Dark Pyromancy Flame. Right, so minus 54, so it's still up over 200. Let's hop on in. That guy's... I mean, mostly I was just not rolling at the right time. It's not like he's actually a difficult enemy, really. You just... I mean, you need to know his moveset, and you need to know the right time to dodge. A couple times I was looking at, like, the wrong club, and that caused me to dodge at, like, just super the wrong time. I'll bust out Flash Sweat. I also wonder if I can lure him into the bombardment. There's a ballista there as well. I don't think I'm luring him. I think instead we're just taking a lot of bombardment damage. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I bet we could hit him with that. Oh my god, wow. Alright, come on. Get aggroed. I'll just walk through the fire here, no problem. That also hurt me, unfortunately. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, I'll see you guys back in the dream. Alright, I feel like the Flash Sweat is a necessity, because otherwise we pretty much get one-shotted by the bombardment, I think, with how hollowed we are now. Let's pop our head into here. Wait for the bombardment, and then pick up our souls. Oh, I think that might be the boss at the end there. See him with his giant sword? That head that rolled. I'm wondering if we can use that to clear out some of these giants we're having problems with here. If they'll end up in the right spot for that to happen. I don't exactly know what we did, if anything, to trigger that rolling, though. Okay, there it goes. I think it killed one of them for us, actually. Sweet. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Let's wait until we can see where the bombardment lands over here, exactly. Okay, cool. So we can go to the other side of the head and wait. Actually, I want to check and see... Oh god, not get bombarded by that, because I'm not sure where we're at in the bombardment cycle. Okay, cool. Over here, there's one of those corpses that looks an awful lot like where you can get a Soul of the Lost Giant, or Soul of a Giant, but it doesn't look like it's active. I don't know if you can get one there or not, but I figured it would be worth going to it now that we have killed that guy and just checking. And similarly here, no dice. I'm gonna back up a little just to wait for the next bombardment before we go over there to kill yonder giant lord. Is he the lost giant? The last giant? He looks very similar and has the exact same sound effects. Actually, maybe we should just be flash sweating, or flame swathing him, rather. Feels like that's a good way to deal all the damage to him. Ow. He stomped me good. Oh! Crush annihilated. That's alright though. We got the strategy down with using that head to our advantage. I'll see you guys back in the dream, of course. Of course. Alright. Memory of Jeigh. Coming at you. So we wanna just hang back, right, while these guys fight the soldiers. We don't have a bow equipped. Let's resolve that while we're waiting, just so we have something to look down the sights of at them. There we go. Just to give us a better look at the fight. It looks like this guy might have actually taken some bombardments, or maybe that was just a health bar of one of the little guys. But his health looked a little bit low. They're just both kind of hugging the corner now, though. I wonder if we can bait them by shooting them. Yup, that looks like it might be effective. Cool. Now we want to run forward. Ow. Get the head rolling. Head keeps rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, yeah. Yes, run over there, quickly. Quickly, you must run. Okay, got one of them anyhow. Got two of them anyhow. Good stuff. Between the bombardment and the head, we got them all. Ow. Our health is hysterically low. Oh, that's because we don't have on the Ring of Goodness. Let's put on the Ring of Goodness. And then drink another Estus Flask. And we're actually getting additional damage off of our Dark Pyromancy Flame now. I think we're as hollowed as you can be. And then that's like a slight intelligence bonus on that damage. Yeah, he's got some range. I'd like my souls back first and before. I think it's rather important to look up while you're fighting him. Oh, for instance, that swing I didn't actually see coming at all. And now I can't actually see anything. I'm honestly amazed at how much his difficulty is increased by the fact he's wearing a kiltish skirt thing. It's kind of like him making us fight half blind. Alright. Cool. That's fine. You can step on me once, as long as my halberd kills you. We get the Giant Lord Soul. And a key item called Giant's Kinship. Grants access to the throne room beneath the castle. Sounds mildly important. I feel like that'll give us a giant soul, and we know that, but we haven't gotten a message about how the mists are beginning to fade or anything. Fine work. Why, thank you. Thank you, person leaving a comment. And that's about it for the memories. Do you guys know what that means? It means we can head back to the throne room. We can head back to the throne room. And we can beat Dark Souls too.